Hi, today I'll walk you through one of the most persistent and effective cyber threats in modern environments: phishing attacks. Well, this is not going to be an actual phishing experience, no C involved, just digital phishing. Phishing is not a new technique, yet it remains one of the primary initial access vectors in security incidents across organizations worldwide. Well, at its core, phishing is a social engineering attack designed to manipulate individuals into revealing sensitive information, executing malicious files, or granting unauthorized access. It does not rely on exploiting systems, it relies on exploiting trust. So to understand phishing properly, you need to look at it from an attacker's perspective. An attacker begins with reconnaissance. That's where they collect information about their target, and this may include their email addresses, organizational structure, recent activity, or even personal details available through public sources. This stage is critical, particularly in targeted attacks such as peer phishing. So the next step is weaponization. The attacker prepares the phishing payload. This could be a malicious link, a cloned login page, or an attachment containing embedded malware. In many cases, attackers register domains that closely resemble legitimate ones. A single character difference is often sufficient to deceive the victim. Well, after weaponization, delivery follows. The attacker sends the phishing message through a communication channel, most commonly email, but also SMS, voice calls, and collaboration platforms. The message is crafted to trigger a response. It often creates urgency, authority, or fear. For example, a warning about account suspension or an unexpected financial request. Well, next is exploitation. It occurs when the user interacts with the payload, download the attachment, or enter their credentials. At this point, the attacker gains what they need. This could be a valid login credentials, session tokens, or initial execution within the system. So, from here, the attack progresses. The attacker may establish persistence, escalate privileges, or move laterally within the environment. In many real-world incidents, phishing is only the entry point. The actual damage comes afterwards. Right, there are several common types of phishing you should be aware of. Email phishing targets a broad audience using generic messages. Spear phishing, that's highly targeted and personalized. Whaling focuses on high-value individuals such as executives. Smishing uses SMS messages. Phishing relies on voice communication. Each method adapts the same principle: manipulation of human behavior. So, from a defensive perspective, detection and prevention require both technical control and user awareness. So, on the technical side, organizations deploy secure email gates, endpoint detection solutions, and domain monitoring. And multi-factor authentication plays a critical role in limiting the impact of credential compromise. However, technical controls alone are not sufficient. Users remain the final line of defense. So phishing remains effective because it targets the most unpredictable element in any system: the human factor. So understanding how these attacks are conducted allows you to recognize them before they succeed. In cybersecurity, awareness is not optional, it's a requirement. So how to avoid phishing attacks as a normal user? Before you click anything, stop for a moment. Check the sender, check the link. Do not trust urgency. If you're unsure, just go to the official website directly. Do not use the link. Never enter your credentials after clicking a random link. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. It adds a second layer even if your password is exposed. And stay safe, mate. Cheers for watching.